One more thing.
But,
one more thing, Chris. I owe you an apology for the shitty way I dropped the WCW Cruiserweight title to you in L.A. Do you remember that?
Dude, we just talked about it. Bischoff has a podcast, and they brought that up, and then I did a rebuttal to it, and we talked about that. And Bischoff thought, he thought it was great. I'm like, no, it wasn't great. It was terrible.
That was the worst goddamn handing over, because I had a match with Rey Mysterio.
Yep.
And then you were like an
15 minutes,
afterthought.
yep.
It was such bullshit. I'm so sorry for that. Oh my God.
But that's what I was saying is and just so people know, it was a house show in L.A.
Yep.
And Bischoff wouldn't let me go to Japan, but he said, but we're going to have you win the Cruiserweight title. I'm like, well, that's pretty cool because Six, which is what your name was at the time, was the champion. But then they told me how it was going to be at a house show in L.A. as a babyface. You're the heel. You beat Rey Mysterio in 15 minutes. I run down, challenge you on the spot, pin you in 10 seconds, and win the Cruiserweight title, which is the total heelish thing to do.
Yeah.
Not to mention the fact that the NWO was super over and I was super not. I got booed out of the fucking building. And I was like, well, that's terrible. That's the worst way you could ever win the Intercontinental Championship, you know?
It was
terrible.
I
think, once again, it was just another one of those things at the time where, when you think about it, if you would have put us on TV for 15, 20 minutes and had a fucking great match on Nitro and I beat you, big deal. It would have been awesome.
Yeah.
It would have been so much better, but that's just how things were back in those days. Fuck. And it's funny that you remember that because I didn't really remember it until I've been talking about it over the last couple of weeks.
I'm a little bit embarrassed by that, man. I'm not going to lie to you. So, hey, but thank you, Chris. Hey, thanks, man. And it's really great being part of the Jericho Network here on Westwood One.
Yes.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. See, because you stooged me off to Vince.
Yep.
You dropped the title like a bitch
Like a douche.
in Los Angeles, and I still got you on the Jericho Network.
Yep.
So there you go.
All right, man. Hey, have a great rest of your
Cheers,
day,
man.
Take care.
Thanks, Chris.
Talk to you soon.
All right, man.
Unbelievable.
All right. Hey, so that was really that was a fun combo. I know it was a little bit we lost him a couple times there, but I don't give a shit. Like I'll take
cool.
yeah.
Well, Jericho never sits still, so the fact that we got him for that long is fantastic.
Yes. So hey, anything before we go real quick? Anyone want to
Well, you could follow Sean on Twitter at @TheRealXPac, Instagram XPac12360, Facebook XPac12360 Show, and buy the shirts at ProWrestlingTees.com/Sean Waltman. Follow me on Twitter at Jimbo in the Booth.
And
you
Denise?
guys can check me out on Twitter and on Instagram at _Denise Salcedo, and then on YouTube, Denise Salcedo. There's tons of new stuff coming out, so make sure to check that out as well.
Yeah, please, everyone, go support Denise and her YouTube channel, and you've been doing some great interviews and things. What a great interview you had with Shawn Michaels the other week.
Braun Strowman.
Just all kinds of great
cool.
stuff you're doing outside of here, and I'm really proud of that.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Go ahead.
At Jay Quasto, you can watch Championship Wrestling from Hollywood every single week on Fight TV and regionally throughout the country. Coastline Clash starts airing this week. You don't want to miss it. And Sunday, July 8th, Championship Wrestling from Arizona. We're actually going to be doing television tapings. Nick Aldis putting the NWA World's Heavyweight title on the line against Peter Avalon. If you're in Phoenix, can't miss it.
Cool. And Rocky.
RockyRomeroMerch.com, ChicoElLuchador.com.
Yes.
I'm excited about the next episode. We've got a great list of guys that are part of it. Even one named Steve Austin.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, man. All right.
So, yeah.
Well,
that'll be coming out soon.
Hey, so I'm really grateful to everyone that tunes in each and every week right here.
Thank you.
On XPac 12360 on the Jericho Network, part of Westwood One.
Executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, Sean Waltman, producers Mark B. Donica, Jimbo Frank, Christy Olson, and the entire XPac 12360 staff. We would like to thank you for tuning in. Like us on Facebook, rate and comment on iTunes and YouTube. Follow XPac on Twitter at TheRealXPac and email us at XPac12360show@gmail.com.